Hello and welcome to a Fallout 4 Creation Kit scripting video. In this video I wanted to show you how I created these pressure plates to open the cell door over there. So I created an activator and I attached my own custom script to it. So basically, this is just an activator that you can place by just going to triggers here and just the default activator. Just place this and rename it, because you will need to add the script and add some need to attach the script and add a keyword, because you want to block the player activation. So you need to create your own variant and rename it, because if you don't do this, the player will still be able to activate it and will get a pop-up that you can activate it and give the name in screen. So just add this keyword to it. So the script I wrote is this. I have an object that I want to activate the pressure plate with. So that needs to be an object reference to get both in the screen. So we need an object reference to the activator. We have an object reference property for the object that we want to unlock, which in this case is an invisible door, which is above the pressure plate. And you can see, not sure why it is. Oh, right, because yeah, okay. So I used to do this with a linked reference, but now I just do it with the code. So there no longer is a linked reference. So we have the object that we want to unlock. We have a sound to play to actually, because there is not an actual pressure plate in Fallout 4. So what I did is I made concrete slabs and place them here, and I have a sound playing when the plate is activated. So basically to let the player know that the actual activation has succeeded. And because we also have an on trigger leave function or event, I also have a sound to play when the object is taken off the activator, so that the player knows that it's no longer activated, just to give an impression when the actual process is functioning for the player. Let's see, we also want to set a stage in this case, because I want to let the player know that they have succeeded and that they can proceed to go into the treasure room in my case. So I have a stage to set which displays an objective, and I have a message that I use to debug this whole thing, but this is of course optional depending on your own use. So what I did is I made a on trigger event for an object reference, which is in this case this object here, my object reference activator. So I say if the activator is my object reference that I put in here, then we can proceed to this part here. So basically we want to unlock the my object ref to unlock, which is the invisible door. So that's why I no longer have the linked reference. Then we play the sound that the object is activated. So this will just activate or play the sound when the object is put on the activator. This is the debug message. So I want to show the debug message to see that it actually is activated, and then I want to set the stage. So what I do with the stage in the quest, I can show you that. It's pretty easy. In the object or in the quest stage, I put 3 conditions. So basically I check if these invisible doors are locked. So I just say to the quest if they all are locked. So basically they begin in a locked state automatically. So I unlock them with the script. So basically if all of them are unlocked, then then the treasure door will unlock and it will display the objective here. To keep things realistic and to give some extra depth to the puzzle, I added an on trigger leave scene. So basically, if the object is taken off the activator, then the door will be locked again. So basically, you need to have all the objects in the correct order on the pressure plates for all the doors to unlock and basically complete the puzzle. So how do we make this work? Because with just this script, it's not gonna work. And that has to do with the triggers themselves. Not only do we need to block the player activation like I showed before, but we also need to add some more information to the primitive tab here. So normally this would stay on L actor zone. And what we need to do, I believe you can also just set it to static, but I made my own custom collision layer. But I believe that L static would do. Just let me check for a second. It should be enough. Well, just check, because I might have added it myself to this layer, but just check, because what you need is an animated static object. Because you want an animated static object for this puzzle to be your activator, because you don't want the player to be able to pick it up, like literally in their inventory, but it must be movable. So a great example of such object is the beer crate, which is movable. So you can use that and as a template. And in my case, I use these vases to activate the triggers. So what you can do is just take the object, doesn't matter what it is, just find anything or make your own 3D model, your own NIF model. Just take any object that you want your activator to be, and then go to the property settings of the beer crate and just change the model. So just paste your model in here, your NIF file, just paste it in here. And then you can save it, and then you have a movable object. So this object can be moved, but it cannot be picked up and placed in the player's inventory. So basically, when all of it works, if the player takes the vase and puts it on the pressure plate, so basically when it's in the trigger, will play the sound when the actual plate is activated. So if you've done it correct for that plate, and if all the plates are activated, all these doors are unlocked, if the I'm not sure if I place this on the door itself. No. So basically, every time a plate is activated, we'll try to set the stage to unlock the door, but it will only trigger if all the doors are unlocked. So basically, only when the last trigger is activated with all the objects in place in the correct order, it will unlock the door. So that is basically how you make a pressure plate puzzle. If you have any questions, just ask them, and yeah, that is it.